Welcome to Southern Fried GA. This is the nexus of culture and consequence. I'm your host, and today we're not just reacting, we're dissecting a glitch in the Matrix. You've seen the headlines, Cameron Killer Cam, the guy who literally turned a pink Range Rover into a cultural monument, had a pretty big recent interview. And his latest revelation about Sean Diddy Combs. So we're talking about naked DJs in bushes, business meetings gone surreal, and the 400 million it is what it is offer that never was. If you think this is just another freak off story, your IQ is lagging. This is a case study in power dynamics, street intuition, and the eventual collapse of a 30-year industry domination. Let's get into the research. Cameron reveals on Talk with Flea that about 2 years ago, before the Underdog Fantasy deal, Diddy wanted to buy It Is What It Is for Revolt. Now, pause. Let's look at the timing. 2 years ago, Diddy was still the unstoppable king of Ciroc. He was trying to consolidate black media. But Cameron brings Bub, that's his homie, to a meeting. Why? Because Cameron is the grandmaster of street survey. He never goes into a room without a witness who can't be bought. During this high-stakes negotiation, a world-famous DJ who Cameron conveniently quote-unquote forgot, which we'll decode in a second, walks up. This DJ doesn't ask about the ROI or the market share. He asks, "Yo, Puff, when's the next one? The last one, we were all naked in the bushes." What the feezy?
Because I'm going to tell you something happened. Shout out to my man, Bob. That ass. Shout out to man, Bob. This is probably maybe 2 years ago. We was meeting up with Puff because Puff wanted to sign our other show, It Is What It Is. Maybe a little more than 2 years ago before we signed. And he's like, yo, man, we want to bring it to Revolt. So we was having meetings, and me and my man, Bob, shout out to my man, Bob, Miami. We was we was having a conversation, and you like I said, all this documentary wasn't out. You see the little Revolt shit. So we chilling, and Bob could tell you this nigga name. I wish I could remember this nigga name, cause he's like some famous techno DJ. And he walked up, and he's like, "Yo, Puff, what's up? What's up?" And he's like, "Yeah, me, my man Cam." And I was like, "What's up, man?" And homeboy was like, "When are you throwing another party?" And Puff had to face like. He's like, "Nah, man, that last one, we was in the bushes, everybody ass naked." yo, I swear to God, I'm gonna call Bubba. He said, "We was in the bushes, man, people ass naked. When there's another one, I'm going on." Puff like. And me and Bob look at each other. Yo, fam, me and Bob looked at each other like, but Puff is trying to tell these niggas, these ain't the niggas for that, yo. Chill, my nigga. So when me and Bob walked out, I said, "Did you hear some shit about naked in the bushes?" Bob said, "Hell yeah, I heard that shit."
Now, look at the psychology here. Diddy is trying to play the corporate mogul, and this DJ, likely a European act used to the anything goes Ibiza culture, accidentally pulls the curtain back on the freak-off subculture in front of the most unbuyable man in Harlem, New York. Cam's reaction, he didn't blink. He just looked at Bub like, did this man just say naked in the bushes? Now, this is where my research hits a different level. Cameron brings on Chopper City from the band. Remember the band? Making the Band 2? Walking for Cheesecake? Okay, those guys. So Chopper drops a nuclear tip. Pause. He describes walking into a room and seeing Diddy groping a major industry player who we all know. And again, he did not reveal names. But watch the pattern. Chopper says immediately after seeing what he wasn't supposed to see, the gifts started flowing. Raris, Sean John Navigator trucks. In the intelligence world, we call this incentivized silence.
What did you see to make you say that you want to leave the label?
Oh, real simple. Okay. We in Daddy's house. This is after the band now. I keep saying after the band so that people can know that it was a little
the timeline.
Yeah. Right. So I'm working on my album, which was New Jack City at the time. I get a phone call from a bad boy. I don't want to say his name, but he kept telling me, tell Puff, get on the phone. I need to holler at him. So I'm like, all right, cool. I go to the A room. I tell his security, blah, 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 want to holler at Puff. You know, he's a big dog over there, bad boy. So I'm thinking it's all gravy. He like, no, man, he doing something right now. So I'm like, huh? And I gave the security the phone. And whatever he said to him, he got out of my way. And I walked in the room, just a quick little crack. And I seen Puff and somebody that's very major in the industry groping on each other. And when I seen that,
Hold the fuck up, chop. What is groping? Cause I know what groping is, but what the fuck you mean you seen them groping?
if I see two people in a room and they're touching and feeling on each other, that's groping to me.
Yeah,
And I seen touching and feeling in an uncomfortable way to my eyes way. And when I seen that, everything started rolling nice for me. I started getting Ferraris as a gift. I started getting, remember the Sean John Navigator trucks? Started getting those and all types of nice flourishing things to myself after that happened. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's all I'm gonna say.
Niggas tried to buy your silence.
I don't know what that means.
You basically, but no, not in a rude way. Basically, what you saying is, you wasn't supposed to see these two niggas groping, but all of a sudden, after you seen them groping, Sean John Navigator trucks, little gift here and there.
Remember them?
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you're talking about. But would you have got that if you didn't see that?
No.
That's what I meant.
No, I wouldn't.
That's what I meant.
No.
That's what I'm trying to say.
When I say groping, I seen crotch groping.
What?
I put this on my kids.
Crotch groping? Comfortably? In daddy's house?
It was uncomfortable to my eyes, maybe comfortable to them.
That's no, not to you. Like they was, cause I got an idea what you're talking about, but I'm just saying.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but.
Come on, man, y'all gotta say.
No.
You like, nah.
Not on this show.
Not to cut you off, but the type of person that I'm talking about is too much of a juggernaut to even talk about it. That makes sense?
No, I know what you're talking about, and that's why we're not gonna say the nigga's name.
If you compare Chopper's testimony to the Cassie lawsuit and the recent federal raids, the Navigator trucks aren't just vehicles, they're mobile NDAs. Cameron asked the question, would you have gotten that if you didn't see that? And Chopper's answer was a flat no. We are seeing a systemic pay-to-play or pay-to-stay-quiet infrastructure that has existed since the late 90s. While academics is looking at the surface and Vlad is looking for a gotcha moment, we're here looking at the accounting of the silence. So why did Cameron turn down the Revolt deal? Think about it. Most people would take the Diddy check for the prestige, but Cam is a student of Sun Tzu. He realized that the naked in the bushes energy was a liability. If Cam signs a Revolt, he becomes an employee. If he becomes an employee, he can be subpoenaed as part of the corporate entity when the feds eventually knock, and they always knock. By staying independent, Cameron preserved his greatest asset, his credibility. Look at the CNN interview with Abby Phillip. She tried to corner him, and what did Cam do? He took a shot of pink horsepower. That wasn't just a troll, that was a signal. He was saying, I'm not a part of your industry protection circle. I'm here to sell my product and talk my talk. Cam is the only person in hip-hop history who could turn a federal sex trafficking investigation into a marketing campaign for a libido supplement and come out looking like the smartest guy in the room. Let's speculate on the DJ. Cam says, a famous DJ, if you look at the crossover between the Ibiza circuit and Diddy Star Island parties between 2021 and 2023, the list is short. So we're talking about the top 5% of the DJ Mag Top 100. The fact that this DJ felt comfortable enough to mention Naked in the Bushes tells us that these freak-offs weren't just secret parties. They were an open secret in the international jet set community. This intersection of EDM, drug culture, and Bad Boys love era is the patient zero for the current legal fallout. The moral of the story, Cameron is the last of a dying breed. He's the only one who can stand next to the fire and not smell smoke. While everyone else is scrambling to delete old tweets and Instagram photos with Puff, Cam is on a podcast with Sin City and Chopper City laughing about the bushes. This isn't just gossip. This is a documentation of the fall of an empire. Adam 22 will talk about the wildness. Vlad will talk about the legalities. But here we understand the chess. Cam didn't just dodge a bad business deal. He dodged a sinking ship. And he did it while wearing a bucket hat and sipping pink horsepower. Hit the subscription button if you want the truth. Follow the data, not the hype. I'll see you in the next breakdown. Peace. I'm out.